Well done.
Welcome to the baboon hunting safari. As the sun rises over the South African landscape, the sound of gunshots begins. Why are 50 baboons hunted every year? When a shot is fired, who really bears the cost of this conflict? Leave a comment with the number 1 and join us to explore the complex relationship between invasive species and humans in this captivating documentary. In Cape Town, baboons have become an increasingly significant threat, with attacks on both agricultural land and residential areas causing a variety of serious issues. These intelligent invasive species are part of tightly knit social groups that have learned to rummage through trash instead of foraging for natural food. This has led to environmental pollution, as baboons leave waste scattered throughout urban residential areas. The damage goes beyond trash, also impacting local agriculture. According to the Cape Town Wildlife Conservation Agency, incidents involving baboons cause an estimated 3.5 million in damage each year. These attacks destroy crops, threaten livestock, and pose a direct danger to human safety. How much more damage do we have to endure before we find a solution to protect those who directly face baboons? The ongoing threat from baboon attacks in Cape Town has prompted both residents and authorities to seek solutions to the problem. The city has implemented a virtual fence program using GPS technology and predator sounds to drive the baboons away. While this high-tech method has shown some effectiveness, experts warn that it is only a temporary solution, as baboons are highly adaptable. The government has also invested in rehabilitation centers to help baboons reintegrate into the wild. But are these measures enough to prevent future damage? Comment number 2 below if your area has implemented this approach, and let us know your thoughts. After implementing temporary solutions, the South African government is now preparing for a more direct approach: hunting baboons. The key to successful baboon hunting is accuracy. Hunters must be trained in humane shooting techniques, equipped with high-powered rifles, binoculars for observation, and protective gear to ensure safety. They must also maintain a safe distance of at least 150 yards to avoid provoking the baboons. In South Africa, baboon hunting is strictly regulated to protect other wildlife and human property. Hunters are only allowed to shoot a limited number, no more than 50 baboons per year, in designated areas near agricultural fields and residential areas. Specifically, pregnant or lactating baboons are off-limits to ensure the species' sustainability. These policies have helped reduce the pollution caused by baboons in urban areas. Baboon hunting in South Africa is strictly regulated under the National Environmental Management and Biodiversity Act, 2004, along with specific regulations from the Cape Nature Agency in the Western Cape. When baboons cause significant damage to agriculture, property, or pose a threat to human safety, they may be classified as a pest species and legally hunted. Violations of these regulations can result in severe penalties, including fines of hundreds of dollars or the revocation of hunting licenses. Therefore, it's important to carefully consider the implications before hunting until you fully understand the invasive species. Meanwhile, farmers and the South African government continue to refine their approach, incorporating education. This also addresses the question of how we can coexist with wildlife that crosses boundaries from invasive pest species. Could American farmers adopt South Africa's rifle system and quotas to deal with wild boars? Or will cultural and legal differences make this transition difficult? And as climate change and habitat loss push more species into human spaces, what questions do you have? Please comment below. All your questions will be answered in the comments section. We welcome any suggestions to improve the quality of our upcoming videos. If you support the baboon hunting approach in South Africa, hit the like button now. Ravenwood, a small village in Louisiana's wetlands, is surrounded by miles of swampland. During flood season, water levels suddenly rise, forcing alligators out of their hiding places and into the village's suburbs. Locals have long told stories of massive alligators lurking and attacking humans in the wetlands. But how many of these stories are actually true? Leave a comment with number 1 to join us as we explore these tales. The Ravenwood wetlands, stretching over 100 square miles, are home to nearly 10,000 alligators during the peak of flood season. Incredible. These creatures can grow up to 18 feet long and weigh over a ton. Every year, the villagers try to protect their land by building underwater fences. However, the power of the floods and the strength of the alligators have weakened their efforts. The fences often bend and break, unable to withstand the weight of the alligators. After incidents in the 1980s, local authorities, along with biologists and hunters, decided to take action. They discovered that the floods created ideal feeding grounds, attracting large numbers of alligators. To control the population and reduce the danger, The community began a tightly managed alligator hunting program, which included trapping and hunting. This effort helped reduce the immediate threat, but it raises the question of whether this is enough to truly control the growing alligator population. The alligator hunts begin with the roar of heavy-duty vehicles designed to withstand the swamp's harsh conditions. Hunters, who must be at least 18 years old by law, face extreme conditions as they navigate the waters, where numerous dangers lurk. Alligators, often over 18 feet long, are no ordinary prey. They have a bite force exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch. Inexperienced hunters can lose everything if they underestimate their quarry, and this is unacceptable in alligator hunting. Each hunt requires at least 5 supporting crew members to ensure safety and success. Large reinforced traps are deployed to target alligators. Hunters use ropes to secure the prey, but these methods can fail if the alligator escapes or struggles violently. To avoid unwanted attacks, hunters must understand the behavior of alligators, particularly their stealth and speed underwater. Alligators attack from below, using the depth to ambush their prey with swift strikes. Therefore, hunters must be aware of this to mitigate risks. If you agree with the alligator trapping methods used by the locals, leave a comment with the number 2. After capturing the alligator, hunters quickly cover its eyes to reduce stress and immobilize it by firmly gripping its powerful jaws. This prevents any struggling or attacking, as alligators rely on their vision and jaw strength for defense. Successfully capturing an alligator marks a victory in controlling the dangerous population in Louisiana. Alligator hunting in the United States has changed significantly over the years. In the mid-20th century, trapping was replaced by hunting with firearms, regulated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. In Texas, alligator hunting is now permitted under strict regulations to ensure a sustainable alligator population in lakes and rivers. Hunters are allowed to use .38 caliber rifles to successfully skin the alligators. The use of firearms is highly regulated, and hunters must follow the methods set forth by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, FWC. In addition, in Louisiana, placing warning signs near flood-prone areas during the rainy season is crucial, reminding people to stay away from areas with high alligator activity, especially when rising water levels bring danger closer to homes. After the hunts, distributing alligator meat to families in need provides essential nutrition while ensuring nothing goes to waste, turning a threat into an opportunity to support those struggling with food insecurity. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. As the people of Louisiana deal with the threat from alligators, another predatory species is emerging in the northern and western U.S. wolves. Wolves have been wreaking havoc on livestock, particularly sheep, in areas like Montana, causing significant economic damage. In 2021, the sheep farming industry reported substantial losses, with nighttime attacks accounting for over 80% of the damage. That same year, scientists estimated that over 20,000 wolves were born, escalating the crisis. Are you ready to explore how people are coping with wolves? If you're ready, leave a comment with the number 1. Female wolves raise their pups aggressively, requiring a plentiful food source. But when natural prey declines, they are forced to target livestock. Their pack hunting behavior, which involves coordinated, calculated attacks, increases the challenge for farmers, reshaping the landscape of the livestock industry. Their growls signal an impending hunt, a reminder of the unity within the pack before they strike. For years, herders have relied on hunting dogs to protect their livestock, but the growing number of wolves has made this method less effective. As female wolves instinctively search for food for their pups, the survival of the pack is at risk. This never-ending cycle has become a direct threat to the livelihoods of ranchers. How can they fight against such a natural force? To cope with the increasing damage from wolf attacks, obtaining a hunting permit has become an essential step. Hunters can apply for a legal hunting permit through the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. They can then purchase approved firearms for wolf hunting from licensed gun dealers, including Bass Pro Shops. Once the hunting permit is secured, hunters must focus on preparing traps for the upcoming hunt. To effectively trap wolves, choose a firm ground like a trail. Clear the snow and set the trap with an axe to create a snug hole just large enough for the MB750 trap, not much larger. Attach a 10-foot chain to a tree or use a medium-sized object to control the wolf's movement. Carefully set the trap with even pressure, rolling your hand away from the ground to ensure safety. Then, place the trap securely in the hole, making sure it is firm and level. Do you support wolf trapping? If so, leave a comment with the number 3.
Nice coyote here. Yep.
This is an old-fashioned type of trap. Camouflage the trap with fresh, soft snow to blend it seamlessly with the surrounding environment. Wolves are intelligent and cautious predators with sharp senses, and they can detect disturbances. It is crucial to check the traps regularly to ensure they are functioning properly. A single mistake in setting the trap can allow the wolf to escape and vanish back into the wild. This is why hunters are warned to check traps at least twice a day. The stakes are high. When retrieving the trap, hunters must remain vigilant, as the trap is designed to open and close quickly. Therefore, hunters must be particularly cautious about safety. This careful process has helped hunters in Montana manage the wolf population. Reports show that this vigilance has kept hunts within the state's safety limits, with the number of wolves allowed to be hunted each year typically ranging from 200 to 400 during a specific period from January to March. In regions like Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, the illegal trade of fake wolf pelts has become a serious issue. Hunters are often required to report the number of wolf pelts they harvest to the government to ensure their authenticity. The rise of fake pelts has disrupted the market and threatens wildlife conservation efforts. Real wolf pelts hold significant value in the high-end fashion and accessory industries, but the trade of fake pelts undermines the economy. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. The escalating conflict between humans and nature is not limited to predatory species. A new threat is emerging, the European starling. This invasive bird species, with a population explosion of over 200 million, is wreaking havoc on farms, fields, and cities. Their aggressive behavior is disrupting ecosystems and pushing native species to the brink of extinction. Flocks of starlings are invading cities, causing significant nuisance, including the accumulation of droppings, constant noise, and unpleasant odors. They often seek shelter on rooftops, negatively impacting the living environment of residents. Hunters are now taking action to control the population before the damage becomes irreversible. In the United States, hunters target European starlings using strategies such as baiting and distress calls to attract the birds, particularly in farms where they cause crop damage. Hunting this invasive species is legal in most states, but regulations vary. The hunting season typically runs from fall to early spring, with many areas having no limits on the number of starlings that can be hunted, but hunters must adhere to local laws.
Yep, got him.
In some states, starlings must be hunted during designated seasons, and hunting outside these guidelines can lead to penalties. Improper hunting can disrupt local ecosystems, threaten native bird populations, and cause environmental imbalances. As hunters, we have a responsibility to protect the habitats we cherish. What do you think about hunting an invasive species that directly impact the lives of Americans? Do you believe this method helps protect our habitats while minimizing disruption? Please like and subscribe to support us. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more exciting hunting content.
Two.
Footage captured by cameras highlights the severity of deer attacks in residential areas in the UK, especially in Scotland. According to statistics, the UK currently has around 2 million deer, with about 400,000 of them in Scotland. As their population increases, deer are increasingly infiltrating urban areas in search of food, leading to more incidents involving houses, schools, and shops. Leave a comment with the number 1 to explore the deer species further. In 2018 alone, more than 150 incidents of deer attacking buildings were reported, typically occurring in winter when they wander into residential areas. They often attack glass windows out of fear, mistaking their own reflection for an enemy. The estimated average damage caused by deer in Scotland amounts to about $1.2 million each year, impacting both infrastructure and the lives of residents. In the UK, the deer hunting season runs from October 1st to December 31st each year. Hunters must have a valid permit issued by the Wildlife Management Authority, and only individuals aged 18 and over are eligible to apply for a permit. Not all deer species are allowed to be hunted. Red deer and elk can be hunted, while white deer are protected and cannot be hunted. In terms of quantity, each permit allows hunting of up to 120 deer per season. Permitted hunting areas include New Forest and Sherwood Forest, while hunting is prohibited in areas like the Lake District and Peak District. Hunters must strictly adhere to these regulations to ensure safety and avoid having their permits revoked. Scotland is known for its mountainous areas and dense forests, providing ideal conditions for deer hunting. Many areas rise to 3,000 feet with trails and rocky terrain, making it difficult for hunters to navigate. Therefore, they need to carefully study topographic maps to identify safe routes and avoid areas prone to accidents. Hunting in groups not only ensures safety, but also provides mutual support in case of emergencies. At least 3 to 4 people should move together, staying close enough to communicate easily. This will help hunters work more effectively in tracking and ambushing deer. Weather conditions, with temperatures dropping as low as 20 degrees during the winter, require hunters to use rifles ranging from .270 to .30-06 caliber, equipped with scopes offering magnification from 8x to 10x to identify targets from a distance. Heavy rainfall can soak the ground and make movement more difficult, while strong winds may reduce the ability to hear deer in the brush. The use of high-quality binoculars allows hunters to observe deer without getting too close, minimizing unwanted encounters. Deer hunting must be carried out in an organized manner and in compliance with wildlife management regulations. Respecting the environment and animals includes keeping the area clean, not littering, and only hunting healthy deer. These strict regulations play an important role in maintaining ecological balance and protecting wildlife. Reducing the damage caused by deer attacks not only helps protect residents' property, but also maintains the health of deer populations, preventing overhunting and illegal trade. Measures such as controlling legal hunting and preventing illegal activities help reduce the risk of encroachment on natural ecosystems. Furthermore, protecting wildlife habitats is essential to maintaining the long-term sustainability of animal species and ecological balance.
Hammered him. Hammered him. Well, 130.
In addition to the provided information, hunters are responsible for their hunting activities and should stay updated on the latest deer hunting regulations in Scotland on the Scottish Natural Heritage (SNH) website. By April 2024, there will be some changes to deer hunting in Scotland, so hunters should keep a close watch. That's all the information about deer hunting in Scotland, UK. If you found this information helpful, please comment with the number 1. If you have any opinions, feel free to respond in the comments, and we will answer them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the latest hunting news from various countries. Stay tuned. Now, Texas has some unique regulations related to hunting exotic species. If you hunt on private land with the landowner's permission, you can hunt year-round without a license. But with great freedom comes great responsibility. Always know your target and make sure you are aware of what is prohibited. The Nesis River Wildlife Management Area and Sam Houston National Forest allow hunting during designated seasons. If you find hunting regulations in Texas interesting and want to share your thoughts, please leave comment number 1 below. When it comes to weapons, rifles are the top choice for most wild boar hunters. The Remington 700 is a popular option due to its accuracy and stopping power. Hunters also use thermal scopes and night vision devices to track wild boars at night when they are most active. Wild boars are an invasive species that operate mainly at night, making them difficult to detect during the day.
What's wrong with your leg?
The ability to detect thermal signatures up to 1,000 yards away makes thermal scopes and night vision devices essential tools for tracking wild boars in the vast, dense brush of Texas, covering over 268,596 square miles. Precision is key, and this technology gives hunters a significant advantage. But what do you think? Is using thermal scopes to track wild boars at night a breakthrough, or does it give hunters too much of an edge? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Hey, what you got, bud?
In Texas, you can use rifles, crossbows, and even helicopters to hunt wild pigs. Helicopter hunting, a popular method in southeast Texas, allows hunters to cover vast areas of land quickly. It's not uncommon for hunters to take down 20 to 30 pigs in a single flight, but helicopter hunting is not without controversy. It is expensive, with each hunt costing between $2,000 and $5,000 depending on the company and the duration of the hunt. Did you know that the wild pig population is estimated to grow by 20 to 25% every year, which means that hunting efforts need to be intensified? If you like hunting wild pigs by helicopter, leave comment number 2. In 2025, Texas is expected to adjust its wild pig hunting policies. A proposal is being considered to strengthen regulations on helicopter hunting due to concerns about environmental impact. This could include real-time tracking of wild pigs' locations via collar trackers or GPS devices on captured pigs. On one hand, some hunters argue that the new technology is the only way to deal with the explosion of the invasive species. On the other hand, some critics argue that the use of drones and thermal scopes gives hunters too much of an advantage, making the hunt unfair. The debate is still ongoing. What do you think? Is it time for a change, or should we stick to traditional methods? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's settle this issue once and for all. New hunting techniques could completely change the game. You won't want to miss out, so make sure to hit the like button. We'll see you in the next episode. These approaches have been very effective in preventing the spread of certain invasive species. Do you have any ideas for better solutions? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss together. Thanks for watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to tell your friends so they can watch too. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.